So I hope you can all hear me okay. Let me just check my mic a moment. Cool, we're good. So let's go have some fun. I really like, first of all, this picture is really good. Really nice complexion to it. So first of all, just for anyone who missed the stream yesterday, I'm gonna run through what each car sounds like, and I'm gonna go to Italy for this, just so we can really get the raw sound and feel of the engine, how it goes through the gear shifts, how it sounds under traction, how it sounds under braking. So let's go to time trial, Italy, and let's start with the lower teams. So we're going to start with Haas. Just double check all the settings are okay, everything off. I only use traction control at the moment because I don't have the steering wheel and pedals as of yet, but once I do get a steering wheel and pedals, I don't need any assist whatsoever. So that's okay for now. I'm gonna do this will be posted, and I will send a message out, and my Twitter is on my YouTube channel as well. Again, I will send a message of anyone who's missed the stream. I'll send everyone a message on the PlayStation Network, and I will post on Twitter and Facebook as well. So let's go. Just load my setup really quickly. So if you just joined us, what we're gonna do is we're gonna try each car out. Just do one quick lap in each one, just so you can get an idea of what it sounds like. So let's load my setup for Monza. Okay, let's get going. This should be really fun. Try and reach speeds of up to 230 miles per hour with a good setup. And with manual gears is the only way you can really enjoy the pure speed of the car. See how fast we can go down the straight here. Looks like we might just get 225 here. Yep. Whoa, locked up my brakes there really hard. And the good thing about this game, you can adjust the brake bias on the go. When I do get back to the pits, I'm going to really quickly adjust the pressure. It's a bit too high there, especially for Monza where there's really high forces under braking. Car was very uncomfortable through that corner. It was leaving me completely. Not bad. So that's how the Haas sounds like. Pretty nice. So let's go to the next car. First of all, I'm going to reduce this brake pressure because it's getting on my nerves. Again, this is not my best setup. This is just a setup to get me started. So I'm going to reduce this down to let's try 70. And let's move on to the next car now to see what it sounds like, which I think is the Manor. Yes, it is. Okay, let's load that up. So what I'm going to do for this is part one of my stream. What I would do as we go through each of the streams is after this part is finished, which is testing the cars out, we'll move on to part two, which will be having a look at what the career mode has to offer, which I'm really looking forward to, and I will be doing my career with McLaren. So let's just double check the right setup is loaded here. This is really annoying. One of the things I don't like about this game already is it's a bit fiddly loading your setup, but anyway. Reduce this pressure to 70. I think that will do me for now. I'll just save that. And let's go see what the Manor sounds like. Lots of understeer through that last corner, which is to be expected really in the slowest cars on the grid. As we're going up towards the top of the field, their performance will increase. Brake balance, brake pressure is not too bad though. Sometimes you have to be a bit really hard on the brakes. Bit of understeer there, have to really lift off. As you can see, I just want to really try and push hard in all of these cars we're trying out. Lost the rear there. I'm not too fussed about the invalidated lap times, because we're just really seeing what each of these cars sound like. Very nice sound there on the downshifts. And that's the real fun you get with using manual gears. You can really just enjoy the downshifts as well as the sound under acceleration. So let's move on to McLaren, my favourite car and favourite team. If you're wondering, my favourite driver is Lewis Hamilton. Hope he wins the championship. It was loaded correctly. Let's see what the McLaren sounds like. Wonderful sound there on the downshift. As you can see, the revs are amazing as we're in the highest gear now. And the McLaren is very good under braking compared to the Manor, which is no surprise. This Honda engine sounds very, very good indeed. So reached 8th gear now. This McLaren is amazing under braking, very stable. Wonderful sound there, the surging, the turbo. There it is again, amazing, amazing sound. This is not a bad car at all, with a good setup. And my setup is working well in this car. Bit of understeer there. What a noise that is on the downshifts, honestly. Fantastic. Could listen to that all day. Listen to that noise. Amazing Honda engine there. So let's next go into the Sauber. So once I have tried out all the cars, I will move on to part 2 of the show, which will be the main focus of career mode. So for now, let's just load my setup here just to double check. Just double check. That loaded pretty quickly, okay. That's cool. Now let's go see the sound of the Sauber. Amazing speed on the straight, so my setup is working really well. Have to be super heavy on the brakes there. Wow, look how mean they've made the curves this year. So that already shows you throughout the game we're all going to have to be very, very careful as to how many curves we take, or how aggressive we take the curves rather. Slightly touched that one. Can lose a lot of time on those. Had a bit of understeer there. Definitely McLaren is my favourite car so far. Oh my goodness. A lot of understeer there. Pushing very, very hard. Oversteer rather. And there's the realism of this game. It's amazing realism. If you push too hard or too aggressive out of a certain corner, the car will go spinning. That's part of the adventure though. So let's quickly go on to the next one, which is the Toro Rosso. I really appreciate all those watching. You're more than welcome. I thank you for joining me, and I'm looking forward to really bringing you the aspects of this game, especially those who are unfortunate to not have it yet. Hope to race you guys in multiplayer sometime. Feel free to add me. My online name is PerpetualFormula, same as my channel as well. And I'll send a message out to everyone after all of my parts are, as well as on PlayStation Network, so you can have some battles out on track and multiplayer. All of these cars pretty much have been very impressive in a straight line. My rear is completely locked up there. So Toro Rosso not too great under braking compared to McLaren. Not a bad lap there for the Toro Rosso. Pushing as hard as I could there. So let's move swiftly on to the next car, which is the Renault. And I'm definitely gonna reduce the pressure slightly, as not all cars are as good under braking as the McLaren. McLaren is outstanding under braking. For goodness sake. Just gonna change my pressure slightly. I'm gonna lower it a little bit to 65. So let's see what the Renault sounds like around Monza. Already you can see the Renault engine is not as up to speed as the Mercedes one, or the Honda one for that matter, but straight line speed is decent. Not too bad under braking there. Nice surging noise on the downshift. Not a bad handling car, to be honest, not too much dramas. Bit of front right locking there. Nice lap in the Renault there. So let's continue to fly through these cars. So next is the Force India. Hope all the viewers are enjoying the stream so far. Thank you for joining me. Really appreciate that. And please subscribe to my channel. It's the same as my racing name here, Perpetual Formula, which you'll see when I'm out on track. If you want to add me on the PlayStation Network, if you want to race me online, and my Twitter, which is on my YouTube channel, but I'll make everything, my Twitter, YouTube channel and network name known. I'll send a message out to everyone on Twitter, PlayStation Network and We'll send the links out via YouTube. So let's have a ride in the four-cylinder. Sounds pretty good so far. Just almost hitting 230 miles per hour there, which is really impressive. Four-cylinder are quite notorious for straight line speed. When they got their very famous podium back in 2009 in Spa, that was special. I don't think they've had they had a recent podium last season, and this season as well in Baku. Really good podium by Perez, well deserved. Loads of understeer there. A little bit of a drift on the exit. Four-cylinder sounding good. Handling not too bad either. So Red Bull we're going on to next. Almost done with testing the cars out now. So we just got the Williams, Ferrari and Mercedes to come. So let's get ready to have a spin in the Red Bull. See what this sounds like around Monza. And if you're wondering why I chose Monza, it's just so we can really get an idea of what each of the cars sounds like at maximum revs and maxing out the top gears as well. Innate. Lots of grip through that last corner. Red Bull is notorious for that. Always having a lot of downforce in corners. Straight line speed not too great. That was a nice sound there before I got in the power. Red Bull handles really well. That was really nice from the Red Bull. Sounding very good. Let's move on to the Williams now. This should be interesting as the Williams is really good in the straight line. From my previous experiences, especially on 2015 game. See how the Williams sounds. As you saw there, really amazing straight line speed from the Williams. Outstanding performance in a straight line. So let's hop into the penultimate car we're testing now, which is the Ferrari. This should be interesting. Testing the Ferrari out at its very home of Monza, Italia. Ferrari engines sound good. Let's have a listen. Ferrari is pretty good there as well. So let's hop into the last car, which is the Mercedes, before we go on to part 2 of the show. The Ferrari was pretty nervous under braking, especially on the turns 4 and 5. So let's try the last car of our engine tests, which is the car on top of the Formula 1 sport at the moment, the Mercedes. It was absolutely impeccable through that last corner there. No drama whatsoever. Straight line speed is really good. That was a really good run there in the Mercedes. So that brings us to the conclusion of part 1 of the show. Part 2, I'll go on to the career mode so you can see what that looks like. We'll also have a go at the pro career mode as well. I'll show you guys the menu in the next video, which is going to begin straight away after this one. So stay tuned, and I shall see you all in part 2.